Hey guys, Sam Davidson here with MEA Worldwide at Paley Fest for Nancy Drew. This is one of the biggest shows of the fall season, and if you guys don't know the books, you should read them. We're talking to the cast and more, so stay tuned. Tell me a little bit about your character and what really drew you to take the role.
Bess Marvin, she is a city girl. I relate to Bess a lot. She's a city girl. She's going through her own sort of issues, which you'll see. Identity, loneliness, all of that sort of stuff. And she's moved to this really small town where she doesn't know anyone. She's trying to fit in. And she kind of sucks at her job. She's not meant to be working in this sort of dingy restaurant that they're all sort of working in, but she's a lot of fun. Her wardrobe is beautiful. She's really funny and quite quirky and sweet, and I think that's what drew me to her, because she sort of doesn't know that she's hilarious and she just does these stupid things that are really sort of charming, so that was really nice.
What's it like to be included in such a big franchise? I mean, I don't know if you've read all the anything or watched it, but was it an extremely big honor when you got the news?
Absolutely. When I got the audition email through, it was kind of nostalgic for me because I did read a couple of Nancy Drew books growing up. So that was exciting. And then as it went on and it became a reality that I was going to be part of it, it was very, very exciting.
Tell us about your character, and, you know, even though it's based on this prior, TV show, novels, movies, is there any character on TV or film that you kind of were able to tap into to really play this role?
Not on TV or film. I met a bunch of guys because the biggest thing about Nick, we're calling him Nick, aka Ned Nickerson, he's been to prison and he's committed a pretty serious crime of manslaughter. And actually, I was fortunate enough to meet some guys from a group called ARC that work with ARC. It says in Los Angeles, who are non-profit organizations who have been through the prison system and trying to, get education degrees and kind of reintegrate back into society. So luckily, I was able to hook up with a lot of those guys and kind of do a lot of research, meeting these guys who have actually been through that. So that was very exciting to kind of get something authentic and kind of hear a real experience. And actually, we had one of the guys help write. He consulted on the writing of some of the episodes, a Nick heavy episode. So that was fantastic. That was all the research I needed.
Why Nancy Drew?
Well, I mean, the short answer is huge fan of the books, huge fan of mysteries, loved the script when I read it. And they had drawn a really complicated, interesting character that I couldn't tell if he was a good guy or a bad guy. And those are my favorite kind of guys to play. So yeah, I feel like the biggest thing is what happens when you put yourself in the story for the first time. And I hope to always put something down and go, I would kill to be in this thing, and I felt that way with this.
I am so excited for this show. Personally, I'm a big fan of the CW, Supernatural, or is it? Can you tell me a little bit the genre blending, because we have Supernatural and we also have mystery?
Yes, so definitely Supernatural, definitely mystery, great relationship drama, romance, but it's also really funny. Our characters are really smart and really snarky. There's some fast talking, super intellectual, super fun, and exciting scenes like that. So it's hitting on a lot of different trajectories.
And we've seen many different forms of Nancy Drew and Emma Roberts, including one of them. So did you ever get to chat with her about her time in this role?
No, I have not. Though I have seen the movie. And we're very different approaches, very different. Nancy at a very different time in her life, too. Our Nancy's a little bit older. And it's a very different vibe, a little grittier, darker.
All right, so Nancy Drew, you specifically choose projects, I think, that are extremely smart, intelligent, and fun. Is this one that really caught your eye for a specific reason?
I mean, I was entirely excited by the premise that they were doing a Nancy Drew. And yeah, I maybe with bated breath read the pilot, and it was really good. And so all the more reason to be excited. And then by the time we were there doing the pilot and working with all the talented people behind the camera and creating the show, and yeah, it's just been a dream job.
And so between the CW and even Freeform, I mean, there's so many shows that tap into Supernatural, Friends, this and that. Like, how is Nancy Drew going to be a little bit different, you think?
I'm not sure how well I can comment on that because I haven't seen all of the others. But I would say that the supernatural element, to my knowledge, in Nancy Drew is grounded and connected to the real world storylines that we're going through. So it's not a full-blown supernatural world all the time. It's it's real people going through stuff, and there just happens to be this supernatural element threaded through it that heightens all of these situations and complicates all these situations that we find ourselves in.
We have had an amazing time here at the Nancy Drew Paley Fest red carpet. We hope that you guys have enjoyed these interviews. If you'd like to see more like them, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, download the app for free, or just go to our website. We'll see you next time.